This is Brendan Appel with Sons of Speed. I'm here with Sriram, and we're at the Ford booth at the Chicago Auto Show, and we're looking at this cool thing, which is called
F150 Lightening Switchgear.
Right, and lightning means it's all electric.
Correct.
Well, kind of tell us about this thing. This is not a for sale item, but what's going on here?
Yeah, so this is part of, we have a program in motorsports called the EV demonstrators. So that's what I do. I work on F1 and EV demonstrators. And
Sounds like fun.
It's awesome fun. Yeah, it's great. Can't complain. So there's a bunch of demonstrators we've done in the past. You might have seen them. Mach-E 1400s, super vans,
Yeah.
Cobra Jet 1400. You know, those are all things that we did to push the limits, because often we work on racing series, and a bunch of us who've engineered race cars are often, you know, running up against the limits of rules that the series imposes on you.
Right.
So you want to push the limits on technology free of all that. You want to give the engineers creative freedom to just go wild.
Right.
That's what we're doing with demonstrators. So this is the latest in our line of demonstrators. What we've done here is, unlike with the other ones where we were playing with battery and cell chemistry and aerodynamics and power and efficiency, here we decided to focus on chassis and suspension.
Okay.
That's what this is.
It
So
almost looks like you gave it the Ford Raptor treatment.
kind of. I mean, it's basically a bone stock Lightning XLT underneath it.
Okay.
Took it off the factory floor and then said, all right, what do we need to do to make this thing go really fast off-road? Like Baja style off-roading, which
Right.
is exactly where a Raptor was born. Right?
Exactly.
We like that kind of racing. We like that kind of high performance off-road environment. And so what do we need to do for EVs to do that successfully? That's not been explored yet.
No.
So this is our homework, if you will, in answering that question. This is step one.
Well,
So-
you got some incredibly large wheels. Why don't you tell us about those?
Well, so that's what we started with. We've got a lot of experience. We worked with RTR and Von Gittin Jr., and we've done race programs with them, right? So
Right.
we took our experience from there and said, all right, we need to start with the tires. What's the best way to go really quick? You start with these Nitto grapplers,
37
there's
inches.
37 inches, 12 and a half, and 18-inch rims.
Beadlock worms, yeah.
Yep. But to support this, then we had to change out our control arms. Didn't change the suspension architecture, still double wishbones up front, but we changed the actual arms themselves. Then we put Fox 3-inch internal bypass dampers on it.
Which you're
gives
used to
you-
working with the Raptor series.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but the Raptor ones are like dual valve and live valve, so they're actually more trick than what we have on this.
Okay.
This is about getting the performance at the easiest possible way so that we can stress test the rest of the vehicle.
Okay.
And we'll upgrade if we need to, but right now, this is extremely powerful as it is off-road.
Okay.
So that's what we did there. Didn't change the frame at all. Same story at the rear. Arms are new. Suspension or springs and dampers are new, but that's it. Interface into a primary drive unit and secondary drive unit up front, those are exactly the same. Same drive units.
Just as you get in
no
a
change.
standard Lightning.
Standard Lightning. Frame is exactly the same. And that's where the magic of this comes in, because we're going out there and we're doing, like I said, 95 miles an hour, going very fast and across rocks. What does that do to an actual Lightning? That's
Right.
what we're trying to figure out. We didn't change
almost
any
trying
of
to
the
break it.
shielding. We're trying to break it. Exactly, we
See,
are.
see what it is that
And like,
breaks.
I have a meeting tomorrow with like the production team on, hey, here's a couple of the small stuff we've noticed. You know, it's all bushings, bearings, how do they hold up?
Right.
Because we've changed half shaft angles, and because of extra travel, that would put new types of loads on a stock part.
Exactly.
And so we're saying, okay, in a lot of cases it'll survive these loads, and in some cases it wears out after a while, so let's improve it, right? Those sorts of things that you wouldn't normally go out and do, but we are well equipped to go out and
Right.
do that kind of
You're
stuff.
basically beta testing a F-150 Lightning Raptor.
Well, we're putting this thing through its paces to improve all our products.
You heard it here
So-
first. I'm calling that there will one day be an
I'm
F-150
not
Lightning
saying
Raptor.
anything.
He's not.
I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
have to
say
say
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it.
We're just doing our homework and making the product better.
That's
right?
exactly right.
That's what we do.
Anything else changing with the suspension or
No, that's
batteries?
really it.
or-
Approach and departure angle gets better because, like I said,
you removed this.
Yeah, when we did the fender, we
Yeah.
had to do a new bumper, and we said, if we're doing a new bumper, give it better approach.
For sure.
The interior has a drift brake in it. We put a new seat in with a 5-point harness because it's a very violent.
That's a racing seat.
Very violent ride.
Yes, it
off-road.
is.
So we put that in.
I
but
see
other
the
than
drift
that-
brake. You can't hardly miss that thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want that quick rotation at like 80 miles an hour to initiate a violent kind of yaw angle.
Yep.
That's a great way to do it.
That's amazing.
But other than that, you can see the Lightning graphics and the range and everything is basically the same.
Yeah.
I've been using it as my office all day, so the plug point is open.
Very cool.
But really,
Now,
that's-
how does driving Baja style affect your range, and what do you do when you
That's-
need some
it's-
juice out in the middle of the desert?
That's what we're trying to work with, you know, our own internal solutions and external companies to figure. That's a much broader question. So out in King of the Hammers, which is where all this dirt's from. by the way.
Yes,
So this is all from Johnson Valley, California, where we were
And
last
if you guys don't know about King of the Hammers, go look it up. It's such a cool
Yeah.
event.
So they had a bunch of EVs out there. Like there were other EVs there to run some easier trails, and there was a large charging setup,
Oh,
hydrogen fuel powered
Nice.
charging setup.
Okay.
So there's ideas and solutions out there that we just haven't worked through. That's part of what we've got to do next.
hey, doing your homework.
Doing the homework, yeah. But that's how you
Excellent.
do it, right? You go out in the middle of nowhere, stress test the stuff,
Right.
see what you can change and modify
Well,
and improve.
Thanks very much for sharing the switchgear with us.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time. This has been
Yes.
Brendan with Sons of Speed, and we'll see you at the next video. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.